I would like to discuss certain best practices to mitigate runway excursions. Today, when air traffic is growing rapidly due to economic growth and declining air travel costs, incidents of runway excursions are also increasing. For those of us who are yet uninitiated, a runway excursion occurs when an aircraft may veer off or overrun from the runway surface, generally during landing or takeoff. There are many factors that may go into a runway excursion taking place. The reasons may range from a stray cow or a dog coming onto the runway to an unstable approach for the aircraft, or may even be maintenance related. Today, we will discuss the maintenance related issues and see what best practices can be incorporated into mitigating runway excursions. The coefficient of friction of the runway surface is an important factor to maintain serviceability, operational safety, and continuity of operations and service. This may get adversely affected due to the accumulation of rubber deposits at the landing area, or the presence of standing water on the pavement, or even due to degradation of runway texture due to fair wear and tear of the runway surface. Another common reason for runway excursion is degradation of the runway pavement condition due to continuous use and subsequent wear of the pavement. Related to drainage of water from the runway is the fact that even 3 mm of standing water can increase the hydrodynamic pressure at the point of the aircraft tire and pavement interface, thus leading to runway excursion. The presence of debris and loose aggregate or dust on the pavement can cause foreign object damage to an aircraft that is landing or taking off. The damage thus caused has the potential to be catastrophic. Runway markings are essential aspects of safety and continuity of operations. However, if not maintained as per laid down specifications, they may lead to runway excursions. The presence of extra paint or oil on the pavement, formation of mold or algae on the runway markings can cause the coefficient of friction of the runway surface to reduce. Further, erosion of the runway markings may do the same and also constitute debris which can cause foreign object damage. To ensure that incidents of runway excursion are reduced and probably avoided altogether, it is essential to maintain the runways in optimal condition round the clock and thus have continuous and safe aircraft operations. Here are certain best practices to head in that direction. As was mentioned earlier, the accumulation of rubber takes place at the point of landing when the aircraft tire drags along the pavement. This point of contact between the tire and the pavement receives certain amount of rubber deposit which gets accumulated over a period of time. The rubber deposits bring down the coefficient of friction of the pavement and can cause runway excursion. Therefore, the rubber deposits have to be removed routinely as a part of maintenance. The methods of removal of rubber are high pressure water jets, chemical solvents, abrasive blasting. Certain mechanical means such as milling and grinding may also be used. In a large number of cases, a combination of the above methods can also be used, such as application of chemical solvents to dissolve the rubber combined with high pressure water jets to clean the surface. We must remember that methods used to remove the rubber can also cause damage to the runway, and therefore the continuous monitoring of the coefficient of friction of the pavement must be ensured. We know that standing water tends to increase the hydrodynamic pressure at the tire pavement interface. Therefore, maintaining proper drainage of the runway is essential. In places where rainfall is high and in certain places where tides affect the drainage of water from the pavement, application of runway grooves may be considered to ensure rapid rainfall runoff. The runway pavement condition also largely predicts the safety and operationability of the aircraft. The presence of cracks and potholes in the runway can be detrimental to operation of aircraft and will need to be attended to at once. While the procedures to repair runway cracks and potholes is well laid down, employment of pavement management program software, which assesses the history of the pavement and other pavement condition indicators to identify optimal rehabilitation points, is also recommended as a best practice. A consultancy service for formulation of the pavement management program may be utilized. As such, software parameters may vary from location to location and condition to condition. Regular assessment of runway markings and removal of extra material staining the runway is also considered essential for seamless operations. Regular cleaning of the pavement using mechanical brooms or compressed air have to be incorporated into the routine maintenance to avoid runway excursions and foreign object damage. Over a period of time, the pavement may see excessive rutting on the surface or even elevation difference. This may be indicators to plan profile correction of the runway. To get the best results out of the best practices being adopted in runway maintenance, regular feedback on runway condition cannot be overstated. And while regular testing and inspection of the runways must be a periodic feature, taking reports from pilots who operate the aircraft can go a long way in mitigation of the runway excursions. In conclusion, I would like to summarize the best practices as enumerated on the slide will go a long way in maintaining serviceability, operational safety, and continuity of operations and services. Thank you.